Progressive Skills in English.
Hello and welcome to Theme 4, Episode 1. We shall begin today with the listening section, which is going to be about the daily time for everything. Now let's start with the predicting content, and you're going to see an illustration in front of you right now on your screen, and we're going to comment on it and answer some questions. So for the first question is, what does the illustration show?
It shows body clocks.
And for the second question is, what does it mean?
The body clocks, it means the timing system in the human body.
Now you're going to see a table of verbs and nouns in front of you. Let's begin with reading them together first. So for the verbs, we have do, drink, go, have, learn, solve, and wake up. For the nouns, we have bed, coffee, exercise, instrument, meal, problem, sleep, and work. And now you're going to be seeing some photographs in front of you on your screen. First, we're going to comment on each of them, and then we're going to apply these verbs and nouns on them. So for the first picture,
Arthur Burns is solving some problems.
Second picture,
He is doing some work on his computer.
in the third picture,
Someone here is sleeping.
the fourth one,
Someone is doing exercise.
in the fifth one,
She is teaching him to learn playing on this instrument.
and the sixth one,
Somebody is being prepared to drink coffee.
number 7,
What about having a meal?
and finally number 8.
Somebody is trying to wake up in the morning.
Now to top off this exercise, let's listen to the following audio track, and then we're going to check the notes for each photograph.
Theme 4. Daily Life. Track 4.1.
You are listening to Science Today, our popular science programme where we look at science in our everyday lives. This week, Arthur Burns talks about the body clock.
Thanks, and welcome everyone. Now, I'm sure that you have a watch on your wrist, or maybe you use the clock on your mobile phone. But did you know that you also have a clock inside your body? Your body clock is a timing device inside your body. Your body clock changes the level of hormones each hour of the day. Hormones are chemicals, of course, and they travel around the body, usually in your blood. They control the different activities in your body. These hormones mean that there is a good time and sometimes a bad time to do your daily activities. Scientists tell us that we must listen to our body clocks more. Then we will be less stressed, much healthier and safer. Let's start at the end of the day. At 9 p.m., a hormone called melatonin is released into the blood. Melatonin tells the body to get ready for sleep. So, between 10 p.m. and 11 p.m. is a good time to go to bed. But it's true that too much light isn't good at bedtime. It decreases melatonin production. So, switch off everything, including your phone, if you want a good night's sleep. Between 7 a.m. and 8 a.m., the release of melatonin stops. So, The best time to wake up is between 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. OK, so you have started your day. What should you do first? Have a small meal and a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. Food and caffeine wake up the body. Caffeine is one of the chemicals in coffee and tea. Between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m., the brain is at its highest level of activity. So this time is a good time to solve a problem. For example, you should do your maths homework then. I think that it's also a good time to do some creative work, like painting or writing. When do you normally have the big meal of the day? Well, according to your body clock, the best time is between 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. Why? Because the body is burning energy quickly at that time. Also, it takes about 3 hours to digest the food or take the energy from it. So it is bad to have a big meal after 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. Your body is still trying to digest the food at bedtime. And research shows that too many big meals late at night can make you fatter. OK, so what happens to your body clock in the afternoon, after lunch? At this time, your body's energy goes down because you are digesting your food. Drink a cup of coffee. This kind of drink helps you to get through the afternoon. Of course, you know that in many countries, people have a short sleep, a nap at this time of day. The best time to take exercise is between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. because your lungs are working at the highest level. Your lungs exchange the oxygen and carbon dioxide in your blood. And finally, we are back to 9 p.m. and the release of melatonin. But strangely perhaps, 9 p.m. is also a good time to learn something. Studies show that the best time to learn to play a musical instrument is 9 p.m. I believe that it's a good time to study too. So, how can we use the body clock better in our everyday lives?
And now for the first vocabulary box for this episode, let's read them together. First we have creative, energy, exercise, get up, meal, sleep, solve, and wake up. And now we're going to try to apply these on a simple exercise based on question and answers. So for example, what's the best time to wake up?
Between 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. is best.
And another example is 9 p.m. a good time to have coffee?
No, because it wakes the body up.
And now let's move on to another exercise where we're going to understand spoken definitions. So for the first one, we have hormones.
Hormones are chemicals which are released in the blood mainly.
Number 2, caffeine.
Caffeine, it's a chemical which wakes the body up.
Number 3, melatonin.
Melatonin is a hormone which is released during the night.
Number 4, lungs.
Lungs are parts of the body which exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide in the blood.
Number 5, energy.
Energy is the power to do work. Your body gets it from food.
Number 6, digest.
To digest is to take energy from food.
And now you're going to be seeing some photos in front of you and we're going to comment on each of them. So for the first picture we have
For the first picture, we have the brain, the anatomy of the brain, and it's inside the skull. Actually, all the pictures are showing us systems in the human body. So picture number 1 is about the nervous system in the body.
That's great information. And now for the second picture.
The second picture is about the circulation system. It showed the heart and all the veins and the arteries out of the heart all over the body.
On to the next one, the third.
This shows lungs and the respiratory system, and it also shows the bronchus system inside the lungs.
And now for the last picture.
The last picture shows the digestive system. It shows parts of the digestive system like the liver, stomach, the intestines.
And now let's move on to another vocabulary box which concerns everything in the human body. So beginning with blood.
Blood, it's noun.
Body.
It's noun.
Brain.
Noun.
Burn.
Verb.
Chemical.
Noun.
Digest.
Verb.
Exchange.
Verb.
Heart.
Noun.
Lung.
Noun.
Release.
Verb.
And wrist.
Noun. And now to more activities from our workbook. As you see in this theme, we are talking about the clock of the body, or the system of the body, the internal system of the body, which is trying to time up with what we do every day. Going to page 69 in our workbook, we will see first of all the grammar box about definite and indefinite articles. 1, we have 0 articles. We use 0 article, or no article actually, with plural nouns and uncountable nouns. For example, hormones are chemicals. Caffeine is a chemical in tea and coffee. We use the 0 article to make general statements. Indefinite article, which is a or an, we use them when the person or thing is one of many. For example, she is a scientist or she is a teacher. There are many scientists or teachers. Or if something has not been mentioned before. For example, you have a clock inside your body. 3 definite articles, which is the. We use it when the thing or person is the only one in a certain context. For example, the dean has an office in the main building. Or if something has been mentioned before. For example, sleep scientists are working on an experiment into sleep patterns. The experiment will take 2 years. As you can see, we have some fixed phrases with articles or with 0 articles. Like, for example, at home or at work, but we say at the end. Go to bed, but go to the cinema, or go to the shops, or go to the bus stop. The same, the difference, and the opposite. Also, we have some time phrases, like parts of the day. For example, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. But we say at lunchtime or at night. We also have other time phrases, like, for example, on Monday, on Tuesday, in March, in June, in summer and in winter. But at the weekend, during the day, or tell the time. Knowing that about the definite and the indefinite articles will get us to know more about what kind of nouns or what nouns are to be matching with verb to tell. For example, we have tell the truth, We don't say the truth. We say tell the truth. This is collocations. Tell a lie, tell a prayer,